Hi, Scentsy friends. It's Angie, your independent Scentsy consultant, coming to you from my office. I've got quite a mess here. I'm doing my happy mail. I'm working on it. I like to do them before the end of the month so that you guys can take it a sneak peek of next month's Scent of the Month. And so, yeah, it's kind of crazy over here. My basket is overflowing, so I do have a lot of stuff that I need to recycle. And so I figured I would just share with you. These are all empties. There's no partial of anything here. Although I will say that while this hand soap is empty, I did pour it into a container upstairs that has a Santa. This is a hand soap in Velvet Moon. It's not really a Santa scent, but it's Foggy Mist, Vanilla Flower, and White Musk, and it is wonderful. I'm really sad that this scent did not come back. All right, so we're going to start with the non-wax items, obviously, because we already started with a hand soap. We have a 25-watt light bulb. We have, for some reason, 2 bathroom cleaners. What I'm thinking is that one ran up upstairs. This was the Squeeze the Day bathroom cleaner was upstairs, and I think that one ran out. And then this is Banana Leaf and Bamboo, and I think it was down here next to the litter box. We have a 20-year-old cat with kidney issues, and so we have like the pee pads in front of the litter box, but sometimes it's a mess. She's a mess. She's old. Okay. I also changed out all of my pods upstairs. I have the new Scentsy Air that holds 4 pods and scents up to 1,000 square feet. It is beautiful. It has a beautiful linen cover. You can make it like a flickering candlelight situation. Love that. So I have been doing 4 of the same pods in there. So like I had pumpkin roll in there, which is very appropriate in October. But now for November, I did cranberry, but I didn't have 4 of the same. So this, I did 2 snow-kissed cranberry and 2 cranberry orange cider, and they smell great together. You know, typically I don't do mixing with pods. I do mix wax. I don't know why I'm weird about mixing pods, but I don't know. So in my master bathroom, I did have kukui and coconut, but I changed it out, and now it is cranberry candy cane, which is delightful in the bathroom. I'm not gonna lie. I love that it smells kind of minty and clean. And then in my hallway, I had Honeycrisp Harvest, which was the August scent of the month, I believe, and now it's Jeweled Pomegranate. So I did change out lots and lots of pods. It feels like a very pod heavy. There's 4 packs. Okay, so we have a Washer Whiffs in Starburst Sky. It's kind of like sticky. It's like it's got some, possibly from that hand soap that I just tossed in there with no lid. I did warm a tester of Perfectly Pomegranate. I'm not great about using my testers, and I have a lot of them, and so I should really be better about like warming through them or giving them away, but I don't. I did finish an oil, which always feels really satisfying. This one is Under the Mistletoe. It's one of the 5 milliliter oils. I don't know why I'm so terrible at diffusing. And I have a lot of diffusers, and I could diffuse very regularly, and I just don't. I did a mixture down here this time, which is kind of fun. So now I'm on wax. Sorry, there was like literally no segue. Just boom, here I am mixing things. Okay, so I did a mixture down here of Saddle Up and Rustic Lodge, and I mixed them in alternating warmers. So Rustic Lodge is from the Bring Back My Bar from June of 2023. And the scents are Cedar Oak, Musk, Wood, Smoke, Fallen Leaves. It's got a lot of things going on. It's all very, like, mysterious. It kind of smells like a walk through the woods in the, you know, after the leaves have fallen and they're starting to get, like, and they're not even, like, crunchy leaves. They're, like, a little bit mushy. But, like, also there's, like, you're eating, like, a snickerdoodle. So there's, like, cinnamon. But there's not, like, a cookie note. It's just, like, the cinnamon. It's, like, kind of like cinnamon sticks, maybe, I don't know, but very interesting scent, Rustic Lodge. Then we've got Saddle Up, which was the May of 2019 scent of the month, I think. So I mixed these together, alternating warmers, in my basement, just FYI. That's where we are now. So soft suede, aged leather, sheer musk, a breath of fresh air. I really enjoy Saddle Up. It is in my club. I don't know if it's going to stay in my club, but it's in my club. Next up, we have Gimme Candy, which I warmed in Rowan and JC's room, and it is a stainer. Caramelized sugar, golden honey, and buttercream. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. But Gimme Candy is a powerhouse. It works real well. It really gets things going for you. Just great. All right. I have a lot going on over here. Sorry. All right. The 22nd, the anniversary of Sarah, we warmed mulberry bush in the basement. It's mulberries and orange peels. It's Sarah's favorite scent, and so we have it in our club. It is not my favorite scent. I do like it. It's okay. It's just not my favorite scent. But it reminds me of her because she warmed it a lot. So Sarah really loves Scentsy, which is why I'm a consultant, and she had the teapot warmer, the pink teapot warmer, which I don't know where that went. And then when the teacup warmer came out, she was like, I have to have the teacup to go with the teapot. And so now I have the teacup. I don't know where the teapot went, but she was so proud of her very own Scentsy warmers, and she had like purchased them with her own money. I don't know. She had like my upline, Lisa, and Sarah had a very special relationship, and so Sarah would like get stuff, and I don't know how she did it. And then also when she was doing hyperbaric oxygen treatments, we had like a sign up genius to take her like for rides, because it was like every day during the week, and her treatments were like 2 hours long, and then she had to like get undressed and get redressed, and so there was like this big chunk of time in the middle of the day every single work day, and you know, all of us work full time, so she had a sign up genius, and people would get upset if they were like, I went to sign up to take Sarah this week and all the spots are taken. Like people would get like upset. They all like fought to hang out with Sarah. It was so great. And then she would like afterwards, she'd be like, do you want to get lunch? And then like she would like go on errands with people and stuff. And one of the people that would take her was a lady whose niece is a Scentsy consultant. And so Sarah would go over to their house and like go through the Scentsy closet and like come home with stuff. It was really funny. So like Sarah's relationship with Scentsy was really cool. And then like now to be able to do this, it's kind of like, you know, fun. And also, you know, I run a nonprofit. So the reason I started Scentsy was so that I could funnel money into the nonprofit without, you know, because I don't have like tons of extra money or whatever. And so I was like, well, I'll do this. I'll sell Scentsy. I'll use the money. And so we incorporated using Scentsy money. And then I use, so our nonprofit, Sarah's Acts of Kindness, we fund pediatric brain cancer research, but I use my Scentsy money for acts of kindness. So I use this money that I make selling Scentsy to do kind things for families that are affected by pediatric cancer. And a major one, there was a family that I met a boy. I was on a childhood cancer cruising for a cure trip, and it was just like a river cruise in DC, because I live in the DC area. And so I'm on this boat, and there was a boy with DIPG on the boat. And DIPG has a less than 1% survival rate. And so when your child has that, you know, you want to spend time with them, you want to take time off of work, you want to, you know, just take some time with your kid. And so anyway, so I met this mom, and she was so sweet. Their family lives in Maryland, so they're like kind of local, not like super local, but kind of local. And of course the little boy, so sweet. I'm sure he was like, why are these people all up in my face? But his mom was like, yeah, he's used to it. He gets a lot of attention. So sweet. Anyway, one of the ways that we were able to help is that I set up a fundraiser through Sarah's Acts of Kindness, and we raised about $500 for this boy's family to help with bills so that they could focus that attention on their child. And so, you know, the community raised about $500, and then Sarah's Acts of Kindness matched that. And so I was able to use Scentsy money and funnel it in a way that I was able to help a family. And I found out yesterday that sweet little boy passed away yesterday. So, you know, every purchase is meaningful. Every purchase is important. And it doesn't matter what small business you support. It is important to their family. It is very, very important. So anyway, that's what I do. That's how this all kind of matches up. Anyway, so I have still a lot of wax to get through. This is going to be a long video. I apologize. Okay, so we've got, in the family room, I warmed Ginger Cookie Crunch, which is crystallized ginger, crushed nutmeg, and vanilla bean. Currently warming in my bedroom is Toasty Cabin, which is bergamot, black pepper, wild fern, and acacia wood. This one smells a little manly. I'm curious to see how it like kind of melds together. I feel like this one, it feels clunky in my nose, which sounds weird, but I feel like the scent notes are still like kind of individual notes versus like blending together to like make a new thing. So I'm curious to see how that warms. Let's see. I think there's more. Okay, so we've got 4 sugar plum berries. Sugar plum berry is spiced citrus peels, evergreen berries, sugar plums, and cinnamon sticks. So we have 4 of those. We have Merry Wonderland. Oh, sugar plum berry. I warmed it in the family room. I warmed it in my kitchen. I warmed it somewhere else that I don't know. I think these 2 were in the basement. But I did get through 4, which is good because I have this in a monthly club, and I don't warm it throughout the year, and so I've got like kind of a surplus. So I'm trying to like make sure I meet all that. And we have to cut it out of my club, you guys. Okay, Merry Wonderland. This is new. This is in the scents of the season, and it's pink apple, clove, and spruce woodland. I like it. I like it a lot. But if you think about this, this is like berries and tree, and this is like apple and tree and spices. So it's very similar. So similar vibe. You know I'm going to like it. Another basement warm, I did frosted vanilla. I'm spending more time in the basement, so therefore the wax down here is getting changed a little bit more frequently than it normally does, which is probably why I'm getting through so much, which is good because I have so much wax that I have to warm it. And so I did warm 2 frosted vanillas, and this is sweet vanilla bean, birch bark, and frosty air. And I dropped it. It wouldn't be an Angie video if I didn't drop anything. This surgery was because I had neuropathy in my hand and arm, and right now my nerves are all irritated from the surgery, and they're from being decompressed, and so they've got like inflammation and stuff, and so now both of my hands are like kind of wonky. So anyway, we're adjusting to that. This is salted caramel toffee. I warmed it in my kitchen. It is salted caramel, toffee, and butterscotch. Sorry for the pause. Okay, cranberry garland. This one I warmed in my entranceway, and it is cranberry, sage, and pine cones. So good. So good. I would love to get this in my quarterly club. Cranberry garland. So good. I did warm the Wicked Bar. Okay, so it is, it's so good. Okay, so I warmed it in my entrance, and it is fruity brandy with cranberries, rise above notes of mulled spices. And guys, have you seen Wicked yet? It's so good. I cried the whole time. It came out on the anniversary of Sarah's death, which I was already like real emotional. And then it just was so good. So good. Snowberry. I warmed this in my bedroom. It is a little bit juicy. But the scent notes are loganberry, strawberry, peppermint, and cinnamon, and it is also delightful. I warmed a bar of Arctic Kiss. I warmed it in my family room. It's Arctic Mint, fresh air, and puffy vanilla clouds. This was a juicy bar. I don't know if you can see like literal juice in the clam. So this was a juicy bar. It was an older bar. I did just get a brick of it, so I wanted to kind of use that. Snowflakes and Sage. This is the scent of the month for December. I use this for samples. It is Fraser Fir, Cool Sage, Iced Lavender. So pretty. I've got 2 bars of Mandarin Moon, which I warmed in the basement, which is Spirited Cinnamon, Glowing Ginger, Sweet Orange, and Star Anise. Beautiful. Also, we have Winter Twilight. This is the holiday season of 2024. And it's lemon peel, mint, and warm amber. And I wore this in my bedroom, and it smells like a bedroom scent, Winter Twilight. But I think that's the amber. I think amber, to me, smells like bedrooms. Why? I don't know. Cozy Kitchen. This I warmed in my kitchen. It's warm oats, brown sugar, and spicy cinnamon swirl. Sorry, I couldn't read swirl. Because my right hand is getting numb now, I can't really write very well, and so sometimes my handwriting is a little rough. Balsam Spice. Okay, so this is a new release in the catalog. I warmed this in my entrance. And it is cinnamon, charred cedar, and balsam. Yum, yum, yum. Balsam Spice is so good. Okay, so I've got 2 more bars. They're both Scents of the Season packaging. This is toasted apple butter. This is this year's Scents of the Season. I warmed it in the kitchen. It is creamy butter, ripe apples, and rich spices. It reminds me a little bit of apple and oats, and I feel like if you mixed this with Cozy Kitchen, you could possibly get there. I loved apple and oats. That is one of my Scentsy heartbreaks. And then, of course, we've got Frosted White Pine. I think this was last year's Scent of the Season, 23 maybe. And I warmed it in my bedroom. It's peppermint, sweet vanilla, and snow. I don't know what snow smells like. It snowed the other day. It actually snowed on Sarah's Angelversary, which is wild, because it hasn't snowed here in forever. It didn't stick, and so that makes it the perfect snow because we can still drive, and it just looks pretty as it's falling and makes the air feel clean and crisp without making life inconvenient. So no shoveling required. It was just like pretty flakes in the air. I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. If you are looking for some Scentsy, we are tankthestank.scentsy.us. If you would like to join our team, we would love to have you. Remember, everything that I do is in Sarah's memory and, in order to make a difference in the world. And so, joining my team, purchasing from my website, like all of that goes towards a good cause. And so we would love to have you. We would love to help you. And I hope you all are having a fabulous day. See you soon. Bye, guys.